Hello, my loves. I just put on some ketogenic muffins to cook for my breakfast, and I'm sitting down with a coffee while I wait for them. And I thought now would be the perfect time to do the second installment of the 7 chakra system videos that I want to share with you. So today I'm going to talk about the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is located just above the pelvis, but below the belly button. The color is orange, and primarily it's associated with the energy of creativity, emotion, the ability to make intimate connections with people, and it's very strongly associated with the womb as well. A lot of your sexual energy, it's the chakra associated primarily with your sexual energy as well. And I've been thinking a lot lately about my own journey with the sacral chakra, because as a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, as a survivor of adult intimate partner violence and things like that, there are a lot of imprints on my sacral chakra, and I've spent years, I've done my fair share of work with it and clearing out that traumatized energy, and a lot of us carry traumatized energy in our sacral chakra. In balance with the sacral chakra, creativity flows quite freely. Being intimate with people, and I'm not just talking about sexual intimacy, but I'm talking about emotional intimacy, having emotional intimacy in friendships with, family members, things like that. That flows quite freely, but also sexual intimacy is something that flows freely. Your relationship to your sex or gender will be more stable. So an example of what this looks like when it's out of balance is that there's real discomfort around our sexuality. There's a real discomfort around our gender. I had that for years. I had a lot of confusion about that. But as I worked through it, in therapy and experimentation and things like that, it began to balance out, and I have a much more secure sense of what I like sexually, what I don't like sexually. And there were many different components of clearing out my sacral chakra, and I'm just going to share a few of them with you. So I forgot to do when it's out of balance. So when it's out of balance, you become very closed off sexually, and I've definitely been there. Not wanting to have sex, not able to, I'm not talking about people who are asexual, that's a different kettle of fish. But people who, if you are a sexual person, but you have shut yourself off sexually, then that is something that will reflect in your sacral chakra energy. You'll be closed off and not be able to have sexual intimacy. You'll be blocked creatively. You will not be able to regulate your emotions very well. And so that's basically what it is. So some ways that you can balance your sacral energy: wearing the color orange, being around the color orange, eating orange things, because color carries a vibration with it. Interesting. Oh, sorry, my timer just went off, and last time my phone went off. There's a book by Raymond Buckland called Color Magic, and he talks a lot about the way that color carries a vibration with it, and that there have even been studies done where blind people who are blind, can still experience the emotional effects of color because of the vibration of color. So don't underestimate or overlook the power of color to help you balance out your chakra system. So in this case, the color orange. Journaling through questions associated with your sacral chakra. So asking yourself the question, is my creativity flowing? If it's not, what do I need? What is it that's blocking me? Write that question down and then journal a response to it to try and get to the bottom of it, Or have I been avoiding dealing with sexual trauma? Do I need to go book a session with a therapist and then commit to doing some deep healing work so that I can heal this area of my life? Another thing that you can do is a skill that I learned from Victoria Redbard from the Institute of New Paradigm Intimacy, or the New Paradigm Intimacy Institute, is through self-touch you can self-soothe through, rubbing your pelvis, just softly, gently, tenderly, your hips, again, your vulva, your where your womb is, just putting your hand there and massaging it, being present with that part of your body, around your hips and stuff too. If you spend a bit of time like physically paying attention to that part of your body, it can actually really soothe your sacral chakra as well. And also on a practical level, like if you're not flowing creatively, a great way is to simply just go, I'm going to commit to being more creative today. I'm going to commit to painting something. I'm going to sit down at the keyboard and I'm going to play with some chords and sing a song. Or, if you have been like resistant to making romantic or sexual connections, but in your heart of hearts you want to, set yourself the challenge of like something that me and another girl in a group that I'm a part of at the moment, we committed to like flirting with one person that within the course of our course that we were doing, so that we could we could set the ball in motion. We weren't necessarily saying set the wheels in motion, sorry. We weren't necessarily saying like, oh, we have to find a relationship, but we wanted to like just open that part of our lives again by saying, let's just flirt with someone. Let's just make a commitment to ourselves to flirt with someone. And you'll be amazed how like when you step forward, you take a little step like that, and then the universe meets you halfway, So, but you can do that in all areas. Take a step in your creativity, take a step in your sexuality, take a step in connection or learning how to regulate your emotions, do some DBT skills, go online, look up DBT skills and put them into practice, do some mindfulness meditation, do a mind-body practice like self-pleasure or qigong or yoga, whatever works for you. So yeah, I hope you found this sacral chakra information helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Also, if you want to learn more about the chakra system, you would like to do, have some intuitive guidance or energetic healing, I do one-on-one sessions, so feel free to DM me and we can hook up, link you up with a time, and we'll do that. So have a great weekend, guys. Love you stacks, and I will see you next week for part 3, which will be on the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, and we'll talk about that then. Mwah.